Good afternoon, folks. We are finally up and running. Let me get everything loaded up, switched over, and we will back to hunting monsters. All right. I think we are good to go. Audio, video. We jump right in. I see Red Dragon's here. How's it going, Red Dragon? How are you doing today on this Thursday for you? It's a tempered arc with 8-star 4 material. I guess we can grab that. Okay, it's been a couple weeks since we last did some work in Wilds. Let me go into the tent and explain some things that I've been working on. I've had a chance to play this a little bit off stream, not a ton, been busy. Red Dragon says doing okay-ish and Thursday for me. Oh, okay-ish is good. It's been a friggin' busy week, man. Every single time I end up being gone for any stretch of time, it's like work knows that and decides to just dump a metric ton of things for me to do. So it has not been a slow week. It's been a mad dash of trying to get a bunch of things done. But we made it through. All right. Well, I'm going to take the light gun out for a bit for some practice. I'll look at my investigations in a sec. There's some bits I need from a couple different monsters. Maybe we can join some randoms just to make it go a little quicker. But I have added, I can't remember if I had this one on here last time. I've added a loadout for Charge Blade. I've been practicing it on and off a little bit. I still suck at using Charge Blade, but it is fun. And I just put together the pieces for Sword and Shield. And I had pretty much everything for this already since I made the Raidao set. I pulled together a late game build from that Game 8 site I use a lot. And so that's where I got the combination of Raidao Gamma parts and Gore parts. And the only SNS I have maxed out is the Blazing Mikhail, which is Zoshia's Sword and Shield for Dragon Element. My secondary is the Rei Kuara 2, and I do want to finish Raidao's line of Sword and Shield because I started building it and it looks really cool. So I'm going to try and see if I can jump into some random Raidao hunts with people. It doesn't need to be tempered. It could be just the regular one. Tempered is fine because we can get some Ardean bits from that. But that'll be our warm-up for a little while. I also am going to see... I'll pull up the build site a little bit later because I want to see if I have all the things needed to put together Hunting Horn. That's going to be the next one. I think we'll go Hunting Horn, then Bow, then maybe go back to finishing out more Insect Glaives. And we'll kind of go from there. I have been playing around with Longsword a bit more. I think it's kind of become my de facto third weapon of choice. It was a lot of fun. I still suck at using Longsword, but I've been getting better. Learning counters. Red Dragon to see that Game 8 site. I don't like their builds. I like their builds as a good kind of base to work off of for a combination of parts. One thing I can't remember if I mentioned before, but for base Monster Hunter through high rank, the builds don't really matter that much. Yeah, you can gear some towards really meta setups. You want to do the most amount of damage and kill things quickly. But I'm just looking to build something that's functional, does well, and performs pretty consistently. Once we get to master rank, that's when I care about like the real specific builds. And I really liked the setups that I got from that Game 8 site in Sunbreak. For wilds, I'm using them as kind of just a base to work off of, like I said. I'm not too concerned about min-maxing stuff. I swap a couple things out skill-wise for more comfort skills, since a lot of the, meta, in quotes, builds focus on damage, lots of damage, doing lots of damage all the time. I would rather have a bit of comfort built in too, so I kind of tweak their builds a little, but start there. But again, it doesn't really matter until they start adding in more arch-tempered stuff and things that are just brutally difficult. I'm not too worried about min-maxing builds from the gear in high rank. Now, Arch-Tempered Raidou was difficult. That was a tough monster to fight. And I'm sure they're going to be adding more things in the future and more monsters with parts that'll change up kind of what the meta tilts towards. But yeah, it's just kind of a loose guide. I'd focus a lot more on specific things when we get to master rank, since that's where the true end game is. Okay, so let's see if we can find. Oh, I need to eat a Raidou to warm up. I don't think I've ever hunted it with the light gun, so that's gonna be fun. Red Dragon says Arch Tempered still in under a quest. That's the time attack one, isn't it? What does this give us? Moxie, sure. I know the regular one is not up still. Let me look. Make sure I'm not talking out of my rear. Yeah, the one that was in here, was it Silent Flash? That one already rotated out. But let's see. I thought it was a free challenge. I think the free challenge one might be gone too. That's fine. I don't need to do Arch-Tempered Raidou. I got enough to build both sets of the armor, but I don't have enough regular pieces to build the second one, or second set. I can do that later. I want to focus on getting the gear. Let's see if we can get Tempered Raidou, since we can get the Ardian bits. Oh, there we go. When the dust settles. Yeah. These are probably just people farming up parts and farming up bits for Ardian stuff. I'd say we're due for a preview of the update soon. My guess is we're probably going to get a drop of information early June, early to mid-June. And my guess is the actual update's gonna come out like late July or maybe early August. Before the end of summer. We'll see. We get to actually maybe see some gameplay footage for Lagiacrus and whatever else they're going to be adding. My guess is Arch-Tempered Uth-Duna is going to be the next Apex. Okay, more practice with Pierce. I'm going to aim for the wings because the specific thing I need are the wing talons. Fight definitely feels different because we're more at a range. I don't not like being far away from this monster. That it doesn't stand still. Nice. We need to break the crystals and then continue to do damage to actually get the break. It'll be marked once it's actually broken. Even
this weather is unrelenting. We'll just have to tough it out.
The lightning has them amped up. Might be able to use them as a trap.
nope. Let's keep going. Recently, I was tinkering around with some stuff, and I found out Wilds will run on my laptop. It doesn't run well, but it does run. So if we end up doing a Monster Hunter event for Extra Life, I'll be able to run it from my laptop. It actually stays somewhat stable depending on the environment. It's just I have to run it at much lower settings because my laptop is not quite as strong as my computer anymore. Oh, interesting. So Wild is running better for you on your rig, Red Dragon. That's good. I haven't really noticed the difference. It definitely runs worse when I'm using my model at the same time. It's to be expected. Oh. Uh-oh. Woo! I am surprised that missed me. Can't tell if we got a a Talon break yet. Do I have all players' mounts on show? Like show other people's secrets? Yes. If that's what you're talking about, you can see everyone running around now. Although, I don't. Is it a separate setting when we're in combat? I didn't pay attention to that. Actually, a good question. Let's finish this up first. Okay, yeah, I'll look at that setting when we get back from this quest and see. I think it is set to show other people's secrets. I can see them running around when we're in active combat. Does that change the performance? Oh boy. Okay. Yeah, I don't really care too much about seeing everybody's burb running around, so. Oh, really? Oh, it's Balahara. Explains the sand trap. Nope, there goes the tail. Should be charging my shots up a bit more. Get splash for the focus strike. Oh, alright. Okay, it's dead. Let's see, I can't tell. Usually there's chips on the wings, but I think when they're blue, they're still coated. So it's hard to tell. Okay. So we need Fulgur Talons. I think I need 4 of them. Oh, where's the tail? Be a shame to miss that. Ooh. We've got a whole bunch of them. Horn, plate. Okay, bad. Oh, was this one not tempered? This one might not have been tempered. Whoa, what is that? That's a quest with a lot of rewards. Artveld plus Hirabami. 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 9, 11, 12 red materials. Oh, that's a pretty good one. Let's save that. It's better than the one we just picked up. Let's see if there's anything else on the map. All right, settings. Hide other sacred. This is what you're talking about, right? I'm gonna turn it on. Okay. Okay, I wonder if I got enough talons to finish out an SNS.
Well, what can... Yep.
Oh, that's right. You were streaming this yesterday. So you're doing stuff for like the title achievements? Nice. I have not really given much thought to getting all the achievements and stuff in this game. That's something I would care about doing when I've done and crafted everything I wanted to craft. Oh yeah, that's the one that tallies for monsters. 50. Ugh. It does sound like a lot of work. It's like the people who go crown hunting. That's a lot more work than I'm willing to put in.
Got something in mind?
The Rayquaza 3 and the Quar Claire sword. Okay. This is going to burn up more of our hunter symbol 3s. That's the other thing I need a lot of. Since most of the final tier weapons on the different paths require hunter symbol 3s, which come from tempered apexes primarily. I think a couple other things drop them, but... Oh, hey, that one's called Artorias. It's like Dark Souls. But we can finish Ray Dow's SNS because we use Thunder a lot. Where are you?
Subar? Look good?
And that was all my talons. A dragon says I barely have any hunter symbol 3s. Yeah, I had a decent stack and then I burned through a few to make like Zoshia's final weapons for a couple. I've been trying to finish maxing out other things. We'll do kind of a weapon roundup and we'll see. I need more Mizu parts as well. But first let's get this.
Alrighty. Perfection.
That's a cool looking blade. Shield and the sword itself. Like a double sword. I'm gonna need to do more Jindahad at some point. We just need its gem. Then that one's done. So for SNS, I crafted an Artean Fire one because I didn't want to go bother farming up Rathalos. So we have fire covered. Ice is almost done. Thunder's almost done. Water... I started making Balahara's series, but don't think I'm going to finish that one out. I'm going to go Mizu instead for water. Actually, maybe I'll go Zuwu, since I don't have many weapons from this monster. Now we can do that, but we have to go down here. We need to start up here at the Lalabarina line, craft Nursilla, then we get into the Zuwu line, and that's not too bad. I have tons of bits from that monster, so that's easy. I can always go do that later. Oh, we start up here. A little hard to see the dotted lines. But we need low rank Lalabarina. Then this is low rank Nursilla. And then we're done. So water will be pretty easy. Then I don't have to worry about getting Mizu's parts because I need Mizu for other things. Red Dragon says, I believe elements are bad on monsters and stats are still OP. Yeah, status needs to be tuned a bit. I foresee them nerfing things like paralysis at some point soon. But I think element is a bit more significant in this game compared to World. I don't know about compared to Rise Sunbreak. I just like crafting multi-elements for different weapons that are fast. Like, I wouldn't bother with element on Greatsword. I think Greatsword, that might be the only one. Greatsword and guns, I don't think I'd care too much about element since I go pierce for guns. Or if I really want to branch out, I'll do spread. But I tend to go for element on most of the other weapons just because I like to switch weapons around and exploit weapon or monster elemental weakness. I don't for Gunlance. Gunlance is just shelling power primarily. Red Dragon says, I want to try to master Greatsword soon. Greatsword is fun. Greatsword has got some really neat skills in this game. I'll get to it eventually. We Greatsworded a bit in Sunbreak, but the offset it gets is really strong. The kind of alternate way to play with strikes instead of just purely focused charge hits is pretty cool. It sort of took a lot of the components from its Sunbreak variations and melded it into one. But I've seen some really nutty things with people playing with Greatsword, especially once you master the offset. It's very powerful. But yeah, crafting the elements for fast-hitting melee weapons is kind of something I've done in all the games. Is it really necessary? Probably not. But some weapons, like dual blades that hit very quickly, I think, get a bit more utility from doing elemental damage. And then we'll see how they tune it going forward. I think the elemental exploit skills need to amp damage more. That would make element a bit better than just straight raw. And then status ailments, I think, are going to get tuned down. Paralysis is way too OP. Poison, I don't really see as much, and I don't see anybody use sleep, really. I think paralysis is going to get nerfed. Maybe the other two will get pushed a little. Okay.
Got something in mind?
Let's make sure we're not missing anything for the core weapons I use. For duels, we've got Jindahad for ice, Ebony Odo for dragon, and I made Zoshia for dragon, so I use that more than G-Ebony. Blast is a Jarakan. Haven't used those in a bit. Let's see. I made Thunder and Fire. Nope. Here's Fire down here. Wyvern Lovers, Rathalos line. I made Thunder duels. We have Water for Mizutsune. So we got all the elements covered except Thunder. Okay. Our Dragon says I'm aiming to get all R8 weapons for everything, just in case they bring in layered weapons. Yeah, layered weapons are coming soon. I just don't know if we'll get them before the expansion. It'd be nice. Admittedly, I didn't really do a ton with layered weapons in Sunbreak because I knew what I was going to craft at the end game. But if they keep a system like Artian in Master Rank, which I don't know if they will. I think there'll be something in endgame, but I don't know if it's going to just be that. If they keep that system, I hope they give layered weapons more so. But we'll have to see. Okay, so duels are good. Gun lance is good. Light gun's good. For longsword, I think I have pretty much all RTN weapons for longsword. Except for Zoshia. Blazing Raphael. Red Dragon asks, did you see the Street Fighter crossover or Monster Hunter Wilds? I heard it announced. I didn't really look into it. So I don't really know what the events are going to be, but that's cool. Kind of surprised that they would have done Street Fighter again. Because I think they did Street Fighter in World. I think it was Street Fighter, and they did Devil May Cry in one, I think. I don't really pay super close attention to the collabs. I know they did Resident Evil for World as well. But I'll check it out. Oh yeah, they've done Mega Man crossovers before. Not Mega Man. Not Make America Great Again, man. That's an entirely different video game. He's red instead of blue. Okay. Lance. Let's check Lance. Lance, I think we're good on as well. No, we're not good on Lance completely. Thunder's done. Let's see. Ice is done. What about fire? Fire is done here on the Rathalos tree. Water, dragon, we have Zoshia's weapon, Blazing Citadel. This is what I need the Mizu bits for. Last upgrade on the lance. The Kimiga Kiru. I will cut you. Really, it should be I will poke you. I don't know how to say that in Japanese, but close enough. So we need, yeah, a Mizutsune water orb. And then that does it for Lance. We can get the most mileage out of the Indra Claire Lance, Raidow's Thunder regular Lance. I use this one all the time. Kind of sucks there's no dedicated Jin Dahad weapon. Instead, its bits are rolled into the Hirobami line, which looks okay. The Wind Pierce Tsukibami. Looks like kind of a banner with a pronged blade. That's cool.
Money on my mother, mine. Cop 5 haircuts at the same time. White gold pants, jet ski made of wine. Foie gras bust of Albert Einstein, get money.
Hey, Red Dragon with the 2 gifted subs. Hey, thanks, man. That's very kind of you. To Kai, the Table Queen? I don't even remember who that is. And Draco Kid. Very nice. Thanks for supporting the community, man. Total of 15 gifted to the channel. That's not an insignificant amount of money. Oh, the free Crunchyroll. Oh, that's the... Is that the drop promo they're doing right now? I saw a thing post for that when I logged in. Ah, I gotcha. Well, enjoy the free Crunchyroll. I'm thinking about watching Dan Da Dan. I just haven't had time. I'll probably start watching it if I have time when I get back from the trip. Heard good things about that one. Okay. Oh, let me pick it up here. I'll spend too much time in menus. Charge Blade I think went all RTN for this one too. Yeah. Yeah, I've heard good things about it. I haven't watched anything in forever. There's a lot of stuff out there I would like to check out. I want to watch Delicious in Dungeon 2. friend of the channel, Pwups, was getting on me to read the manga, and then the anime came out. I've heard it's quite good. Well, I've heard of The Witch and the Beast. I don't know much about it, but I've heard of it. Actually, one thing I did, which I tend to do maybe every other year or so, usually when I'm eating dinner, I'll watch something, but every once in a while, I'll read like a manga. And one of my favorite manga of all time, you folks have probably heard me talk about it before, is Flame of Recca. It's an older manga from, I think, the late 90s. And it's done. It's 30 volumes or so. And I usually reread it maybe once every other year or so. It's really good. It's kind of a shonen action series, but it's got fun characters, got a cool story, and it ends well. One of my old friends from back in the day in Earth School introduced me to that one. And I still have the fan scanslated volumes on my machine here. So I read it every once in a while because it's a good story. Red Dragon says, of course, it's an old manga. Yeah, I think the most recent manga I've read, and I haven't read it in a while, is probably Chainsaw Man. I'm way behind. I need to go catch up on that. But it's dangerous because if I'm reading something while like I'm eating dinner or whatever, I'll be well finished with my dinner, and then like, oh, this is a really good section. I'm just gonna read a few more volumes, and then I'm sitting there for another 2.5 hours after I finish eating. So that is not the most productive use of my time. It's the same way when I'm watching things too, especially if it's something that's already done. I'll just watch a couple more episodes, the ProZD sketch, and next thing you know, it's very late. Okay, sweet. Let's see what we need to do next. We could see if there's a good Mizu quest we can join. Yeah, let's test out that lightning or thunder SNS. Maybe not a tempered Mizu. Maybe just a regular one if we can find one. Let's see, I wish I had more handicraft decos. Red Dragon says just one more episode 4 hours later. Exactly. That problem with JoJo, because something cool happens and you want to see what happens next, and then it's tomorrow. Okay, that'll work. Oh, she just throw the loadout on. Probably has everything decoration-wise in there already. Okay, yeah, that is the loadout. Got it. Okay, and for Laird, another thing I need to do. So, real quickly, I've been working on making sets of Laird armor to be able to wear and customize looks for. I need to get Nersilla's gauntlets, and then the A series will be done. I'm going to do the A and B series at some point. Should just get a good tempered investigation and just farm the spider for an hour. But this is the one that looks like the robot. It's like a futuristic Gundam or Sentai suit. Really cool. You can do some neat stuff with that. I think that's going to be my Charge Blade set eventually. But I also need to finish Gravios. I need the boots. I think I need wings for that. Langonga's set looks pretty cool. I'm going to finish that one. And Uthduna is going to be my hunting horn set. We'll come up with a color scheme for it once I actually put it on. I haven't used it yet. Or Dragon asks, does the AB layer die differently? I don't know because I don't have both sets for anything. Like, let me look. Eventually, I will do that for Zoshia because I want to be able to make the two different types of the light and dark set. But I think it's similar. I think the pieces die similarly for the A and B. We'll go the Ray Dow Gamma set that I was wearing earlier. This one I've been using kind of just for whatever I want. Maybe we can go New Udra. What ultimately I want to do the Gore set for SNS. That's what we did in Sunbreak. I just need the chest piece for Gore. I'm putting that off. Yeah, we'll keep this one on. I like the mix of blues and golds. Yeah, we can test. Let's see if Gemma lets us test the color dye.
Hey. Got something in mind?
Yeah, let's see. This is craft. I know I've seen something for pigment. I don't remember where it is though.
Got something in mind?
Here we go. Armor pigment. Let's see. What's a good one to test that on? Something that looks similar. Maybe we go chest piece here. Yeah, you could see where it's assigning the color because I have it set to be blue. So for, I think it depends on the armor piece. For Mizu, like the chest piece, it's the kind of furry part around the neck and part of the trim on the arms. Let's see. There's another one. Clerk. Looks like the main surface of the shirt. And for the B, it's kind of like the trim. So yeah, I think it just depends. The leather set. That's what I'm currently using for my gunner gear. The alpha and beta don't change in how they die. It's the only difference is how the armor slots are allocated in the skills. So like Ebony Odo alpha, and I think beta is exactly the same. Yeah, it looks... That'd be interesting if they did have different paletting. But then that would kind of suck because that'd mean if you wanted the color paletting on one, you'd have to craft like 3 sets of armor. Let's see, where's another one that's be a good example? Uth Duna's set's actually a pretty good example. Where are you? Down here. So like the chest piece is this kind of form-fitting chest piece that's used in a lot of cool cosmetic sets. So this is the alpha and the beta. it is interesting that the render preview in the little window there, I wonder if that's just because of like a game setting. I don't know why the necklace is a different color. That's the secondary palette, I believe. But like the base one, B, A, looks the same to me. Helm A, or Alpha, Beta. Yeah, secondary color I think is the feathers. Let's try that primary color. Okay, that's the surface. Yeah, I think it's the same. Okay.
Got something in mind?
I have to reset my palette.
Anything catch your eye?
Well, let me do it from here. No. Well, it doesn't really matter for the helm because I don't even have helm on. It's fine.
Done already?
Okay. What were we going to go hunt? Ooh, Tempered Nuudra. Yeah, I have it saved. If I wanted to reload it, I can just go into my camp and reload it. It doesn't matter for the helm. Let's see. Tempered Mizu, 5-star. You can save that one. 6 reds. It's not bad. Okay, let me see what kind of multiplayer hunts I can join. I'll do Tempered Mizu if that's all I can find, but I'm not super confident in my SNS since I haven't played it a ton. Let's see if there's just regular Mizu. Oh yeah, there's a ton of them. Let's see, is this... Let's do an investigation. Red Dragon says it's 1:30 here. I need to go, so night and hope you win. Alright, man. Thanks for hanging out and chatting. I didn't do a ton of hunting, but hope you have a good, restful night's sleep. We will be, well, after today I'll be on break for a little bit, but I'll still be hanging around the Discord if anything comes up. But I'll definitely catch you when I get back. And thanks again for the gifted subs. We'll take it easy, and I'll see you around.
Let's get to it.
Okay, let's be on our way.
This will be another good test if the Hide Sacred's toggle affects performance at all. Can't possibly be worse. can't even see where I am. Nope. Yeah, I gotta remember all of the combo strings I was learning with SNS. It's been so long. Okay. Cool. Arc. It's a party over here. Ow. I also need to remember that the Sword and Shield is pretty mobile compared to what I remember from Sunbreak. Being able to kind of strafe and sidestep while continuing in combo chains is pretty handy. Get it? I did get it.
That helped.
Oh, it's almost dead already? Huh. That was weird. Like the trap didn't go off. No water orb. I guess I can use a lucky ticket. I'd rather do that on a tempered version of that fight. Let's try that again. I guess we'll go tempered. Need to practice. Whoops. I forgot to turn on the ticket. Oh well.
I'll be waiting here.
All right, let's
Hey, Bar.
see if anything else good has popped up. Arc. Jin again. No Zoshia. I guess I can host one. I think I've got a couple tempered Mizus. Let's see. 5 red. 6 red. 8 red. 1 left. Time to roll the dice.
Wow, we sure got here fast. Now commencing quest by order of the guild. The guild sent us supply items. A little gathering goes a long way.
So we'll see if anybody jumps in to help. There you are.
I made eye contact with it.
There, we got some people.
We've got more company. Look out.
Oh, hello.
I'll see you back at camp.
I deal with both of those. Oh, that's right, there's the plunge. Hold to get the plunge. Surprised they didn't hit anybody. gonna focus on the tail. Ow. Let's see what hit me. I almost did 100% of my health.
Don't worry about it. No worries. We've been given more supplies. Check your Sacred's pouch.
Oh, I went one. There's a slam. Nice. Let's forget about the focus strike. Let me look for wounds.
Make sure to grab anything a monster leaves behind.
Okay, not bad. We burned one cart. That was the insurance cart. Alright. Oh boy. Keep jumping.
Thanks, that helped.
Ow. Ah, I should have gone for the falling meteor. I've been able to get a stun. Oh, limping. Okay. Not bad. On bird. Can't really tell if the hide sacred settings make a big difference. But I'll leave the setting off for now, because that's not really something I care about. It's almost dead. Let's see if we can get the tail. Uh-oh. Angry. Oh, I think it was close. Oh, we did that in like 11 minutes? Not bad overall. No water orb again, but a lot of Artean fragments. That's not bad. Might be able to run that one back again. Let's see what else is on the map. Kind of want to go switch things up and fight Zoshia and practice with SNS. Let's do that. Let's go for a spectacle fight.
I heard from the others. Sheba. Yes.
This will be a good field test for the sword and shield. Is anybody fighting Zoshia? Okay. Yeah, I figured that one would fill up quick. Guess I can post I think I've got a couple of them. We've got 2 attempts left on this 8 red. Let's do this one and clear this one off the list. Only 2 red, but some decorations. And I only have 2, huh? Okay. All right, we'll keep our eyes peeled for some more.
Now commencing quest by order of the guild. What do you think we'll find?
Let's see if anybody jumps on.
Here we go!
Sport Hunter. Hey, it looks like a Korean player.
Make room for me too.
Two more randoms. Full boat. Ow. Ah, missed. Oh, that was gonna barf. There it is. Cool. Nice. Good knockdown. Paralysis. I need to remember what the combo chains out of Perfect Guard do again with Sword and Shield. Uh-oh. A lot of good knockdowns. Hey, we got to drop a beat, small mode, and a bunch of hydrates from Red Dragon. I thought you went to sleep. Okay, I'll do the redeem as soon as I get a minute. Probably after this quest. Right, says I went to bed. Are you watching the stream from bed? Nice. All right, well, you do you. Let's knock out. A lot of staggers. Mount up. Should be going to phase 3 pretty quick. Nope, that was it. That's the nuke. Oh. Is that 2 for 1? I think those two got pinned. Or at least one person. Nope, I think that was 2. Pinned in the corner. That ups the stakes a bit. About 10 minutes. Should be close to phase 3. Oh boy. Surprised I'm not dead. Wait, did we lose one? There's only 2 people in hunt now. What if one person DC'd? Thing's on fire. Oh, picked up another one. Got a 4th again. There's phase 3. Still got 2 cards left. Now I can focus on the tail. Try to get the tail off. Hey, a Lancer. Nice. Stop spinning around, you jerk. Ha! Tails off. You try to break one of the arms, the wing arms. Oh. It's not good. Okay, 15 minutes. Almost dead. Ah, got greedy.
Thanks. That helps.
Red Dragon says I missed the ability to climb on monsters. You talking about the Wyvern riding where you control them? Yeah, that was pretty fun. I don't think we'll ever see that outside of what they did in Rise and Sunbreak. But Wyvern riding was fun. An interesting gimmick. And I like how all the monsters had different move sets. They all did different things when you ride them. Whoops. Uh-oh. Dunzo. 15 on the money, pretty much. Not bad. I feel like we were off to a pretty good start, and then our momentum slowed a little, but overall, pretty decent. I think I'm going to stick with Sword and Shield for a bit. It's fun. We'll go back and see. Maybe we'll do Tempered Gin next. We'll go back to town and I'll get the redeems. We'll get a bunch of the hydrates now. Here's the tail. There it is. Red Dragon Ass drinking a shake. I am drinking a shake, but it is not chocolate today. I figured I'd take a break from having to chew my smoothie with that weird batch I got. Still haven't gone through all of it yet. Alright, no gems. Those general bits are good. Still don't think I've seen another level 3 artillery decoration. Which is crazy because I think I got the first one in maybe the first 20 hours or so, and I've seen nothing since. We're, I believe, around 100 hours now. Which is not earth-shattering, but being able to have a level 3 artillery deco and not have to switch it on and off my gun lances would be nice. Then I'd probably use the long one more if I had that, honestly. Okay. Let's do the beat redeem first, and then I'll turn on the timer for small mode. So let me mute the game audio. And actually take my headphones off so I can't hear the game audio in my headphones. But let's see. Oh, I'm going to turn on my model's headphones. Let's do maybe a more technical beat, mid-tempo, and do some more kind of combinations of sounds. That might be a fun experiment. Let's give it a try. All right. Turn headphones off. And now we go tiny mode at 30 frames a second. Okay. Moving on, moving on. Let's see. Anything else pop up on the map? Nope, not really. Okay. Guess we can see if anyone is hosting a Jindahad. Let's switch out to fire. We've got the Vertolodo. This is the Ardian SNS. So for this one, we could throw on attack 3. Blaze and offensive guard. It's not bad. Or we go Blaze Iron Wall. I'll go Blaze Iron Wall. A bit more comfort. I raise a sharp level 3 and a guard. It's actually pretty good combination of skills. Looks wise, this is the first time I've taken one of the Artian sword and shields out. I think it looks okay. This is probably one of the more mid designs to me. If it had some accents on it, and I don't know if it changes when I'm actually drawing the weapon, but if it had some like multicolored elemental lines running along it, I think it would go a long way for both the shield and the sword. Shield kind of looks like a compass, but if it had glowing lines around it, I think it'd look a lot better. And the sword's kind of like a Xenoblade weapon, but I don't know if I'm really digging the kind of blunt, flared, and it's okay. I'd say that for the Artian weapons, that's probably like a good 6 out of 10, 6.5 out of 10. Not offensive, but also not too inspiring.
Yes.
All right. Post someone doing Temper Gin. There you go.
Hello.
Eventually, once I finish crafting all of the armor sets I want and upgrading them, I probably need to funnel excess monster bits into
Well, let's be on our way.
rolls for the Artian weapons, because most of them I have are unupgraded, so they don't have the extra bonus slots, because I don't have any of the ore. So that'll be something to do soon. I'm kind of funneling monster bits into the armor spheres, because a lot of my armor's not fully maxed out. Okay, I haven't done this fight in a minute. We're farming this for a bit. And fighting the other Apexes, but not Jin. Arch-Temper version of this sucker is going to be fun. If I were to guess, I would guess that Jin, Arch-Tempered Jin will probably be the last one of the 4. We'll see if I'm right. I think we're going to go Raidao, Uthduna, Nudra, and then Jin last. Arch-Tempered Octopus would be fun too. A lot of fire. There's fire everywhere. Oh, I forgot to drink a hot drink. Cool. Gonna try and make my way towards the tail whenever it's in range. See if we can get that cut off. I'll have to keep sandwiching up against the wall, though.
More supplies have been added.
Where's the insurance cart? Where you going? Next zone? Next zone. Actually, before we do that, let me turn off the timer. Might not get another chance as the mission goes on. Oh, could have done better aim there. Going up. Yeah, that's a lot of hits in the tail. That is pretty satisfying. Being able to get perfect rush into the scale, into the plunging multi-hit. Really like the combo paths for Sword and Shield. Kind of forgot how much fun they made the weapon. It was already pretty fun. That looks like a nuke. Looks like the back spines are broken, but not the lower back, not the upper back. There's the tail. Let's see. How many of the legs are broken? Like the back right. Back right's broken. Red Dragon says, I wonder what age range the monsters have. Well, that's a good question. Be willing to bet that in a lot of cases the Elder Dragons live longer. But I can't say that with any basis of proof. It's just a theory. Wonder if any of the concept or art books talk about kind of monster lifespan with the biology. Let's see if we can get a break on the upper right. Oh, come on. Try to block that. That was the left arm, I think. Upper back still not broken. That's kind of a tough spot to hit without guns. We have 2 dual blades and a sword and shield. So unless the dual blades do the back spin, probably not going to hit that part. Or knock it over. Finally. Red Dragon says elders are like 1,000 and then the others are 70, 100 plus. In total years? Yeah, I don't know. I think the construct monsters are an anomaly because they're created, they're artificial. But for some, I know some canonically have an age. Like some of the elders specifically are known to be really old. Face. I think that's all the limbs broken. Oh, you got that from Google, huh? Yeah, we all know Google's full of accurate information. does no damage. Should have gone straight to the face instead. Oh, it's almost dead. Horns might be broken. Uh-oh. Whoa. Alright. We'll get the hydrates as soon as we finish the mission. Now the horns are broken. There you go. Just under 15 minutes. Never did guess the flavor of the smoothie, Red Dragon. Which is almost gone now, thanks to the 10 hydrates. Orb. Orb. No orb. Yeah, trying to drink while running around, not getting destroyed. Could possibly go wrong. No, it's not banana. Close-ish. Should have used a lucky ticket. Mango? Nope. It is fruit. But it's not a smoothie, it's more like a shake because it's a powder. It's not blended. So I didn't blend a bunch of fresh ingredients. It's a powder-based smoothie. Charge up. Dragon crit. That's not bad. Pineapple? No, pineapple smoothie would be good. You're thinking a little bit too large. Yay, part breaker record. Well, yeah, part breaker. Grape? Nope, that's a little bit closer. If you just name every fruit, you probably get it eventually. Oh, I didn't check to see if I was getting Hunter Ticket 3s from that.
Yes,
Should.
I can help you source materials. The people from Azuz told me to tell you they said hello.
Alright. Well, there's a Gormagal on the map. Blackberry. Okay, that's close enough. It's mixed berry, just generic mixed berry flavor. That's pretty good. It actually mixes, so I don't have to chew lumpy smoothie. That's nice. Ooh, tempered radar on the map. Guess we can grab that. It's only 2 red. It's not 3 diamond, 2 red. Not the best rewards. But we can take that one for now. If you had said, to be fair, if you had said any berry, I would have given it to you, like strawberry or raspberry or even cherry. I would have given it to you. Okay, we need more Mizu bits. We could always go back in. I think I'm gonna switch weapons. Sword and Shield's been fun. I'm gonna work that into the regular routine. Let's go. Eventually, I'll have to bring back the spin the wheel, redeem, and we get a few more things to populate the list. Right now, we've got 1, 2, 3, like 8. Maybe when we have like 12 different loadouts for weapons. Red Dragon asks, where do you get the powder from? I get mine from Amazon. The product is called Vega 1. Vega 1. Spelled out, not the number 1. And it is like an organic fruit and vegetable powder mix. I don't drink it because it's organic. I just drink it because it tastes pretty good. It's got servings of fruit and vegetables, which I don't eat enough of. But they have a bunch of different flavors. I think the chocolate's my favorite. It's just I got a bad batch. And so the chocolate I have sucks because it doesn't mix. It just clumps into lumps at the top of the cup, and I got to chew it. And it's gross. There's vanilla. There's coconut. There's mixed berry. Those are the ones I get. It's like coconut almond or something. That one's pretty good. But yeah, I can link it to you. One large tub is about $50 USD. So it's not the cheapest, but you probably get a couple dozen smoothies out of one tub. So I don't have to replace them that often. Here, let me go grab my Amazon listing and I'll send it to you right now so I don't forget. There it is. Oh, they changed their packaging? Huh. They might have changed their packaging. Interesting. All right. Well, this is one I'll link to you in Discord. This is the 24.3 ounce. Yeah, this is the same product, just it has a different packaging now. It's all blue. It used to be just silver. It's the same one because I can tell it says you've purchased this flavor 14 times. So I can tell I bought it before. Because there's different sizes. There's a bigger size that's a little more expensive, but... There's also chocolate mint, which I haven't tried because I'm not the biggest fan of mint smoothies. And there's mocha, which appears to be out of stock, and unsweetened, which probably just tastes like grass. If you're interested in trying the product, I recommend the chocolate. And it comes with like a scoop. It's just one scoop to a pretty large cup of water. And if you have a shaker bottle, it's really good. Otherwise, you have to mix it pretty well. But yeah, pretty good product. I usually substitute meals for that. My go-to lunch, which you usually hear me eating when I'm on stream or drinking, is one of those smoothies and a little bit of trail mix. I eat that more often than not for lunch. Okay, so let's see. We need... I said Mizu parts. Let's go... Gunlets. We've been fast for the good majority of the stream. Let's go a bit slower, but with explosions. And we'll see if I can get a tempered Mizu hunt. This might be the last attempt for the evening. I need to go pack and get ready for flying tomorrow. Air Dragon says they don't deliver to the UK. Oh, that sucks. Really, that's surprising. Is that an American product? You could probably find that in like a nutrition store. But that's interesting that they don't ship to UK. Red Dragon asks, where are you going this time? I'm going to a wedding. I've been talking about it off and on for the last several months. I don't think I mentioned like every stream or anything, but my brother's getting married. That's why I was in Vegas for the bachelor party a few weeks ago, at the beginning of the month. So now it's the actual wedding. And so it'll be busy. I have important duties to perform as the quote-unquote best man. So I got to finish writing a speech that I can be memorizing in the next few days. The wedding's not till Sunday, but we got a lot of setup stuff to do. So fam's flying in tomorrow, and we got to start hauling stuff up to the venue on Friday. We got some stuff Saturday and the ceremony Sunday. Red Dragon says, oh no, not the best man. I've done it before. It's all good. I just told everybody that I'm going to hit the open bar after I've performed all of my important duties, not before. I don't want to be one of those cringe guys on the video making an ass of himself in front of everybody. And it'll be a big wedding too. There's going to be like 100 people there. So, game's got to be on point. Whoa. Well, that's massive rewards on that one. Tempered Gypceros, tempered music. Alright. We're going to go big. And it filled up. Of course it did. Red Dragon says singing too. Nobody wants that. There may be dancing involved, but no singing. Okay, this one's got lower rewards. Red Dragon says old man dancing. Hey, I've got dance moves. I can do really cool things once, and then someone's got to pick me up off the floor and put me in a wheelchair. Okay, we got longsword, sword and shield, insect glaive, and a gun lance. I really need to make it a habit of choosing the camps I start in. I just join by default and always start at the top. But we're right here, so it's not that far down. Dress is breaking your hip again. I do have bad hips and bad knees and bad ankles. Pretty much my entire lower body's bad. Upper body is more or less alright. I did have a bad shoulder for a bit, but not lower. I legitimately think I'm going to be in a wheelchair by the time I hit a certain age soon. Ooh. Almost took out the insect glaive user. Oh. Was that a bubble? Someone got clipped. That was the insect glaive user. Red Dragon says before you hit 70 in a couple years. Pretty much. Well, I'm not that old. But it sure feels like it every time I wake up. Something new creaks and groans and feels like it's going to fall off. Ow. I feel pretty rusty with Gunlance. It's been a while. But it's like riding a bike. Nope. Riding a bike at my age is dangerous. And riding a bike at any age is dangerous when you think about it. But you're not wrong. I thought about buying a stationary bike to exercise. Because I don't want to go outside and ride a bike. One, because I don't really go outside. But two, I don't trust people on the roads. I've seen so many instances where regular bikers just get clipped because people in cars don't pay attention. She lost an older cousin that I didn't really know too well because he was a bit older than me by a lot. But he died when I was really little as a result of a bike accident because someone wasn't paying attention. So you gotta be careful. Always wear a helmet.
I'll draw his attention.
That looks like a wound. There it went. Doing good damage.
I'll draw his attention.
Yeah, that's right, Red Dragon. Humans are dangerous. Definitely. Oh, come on. On my bird.
Trap set.
Ooh. He's dancing right around the edge of that pitfall trap. There it goes. About to die. Get someone to try and cap it. There it goes. Alright. And Old Man Music. Recommendation. Rock. Okay. Let me give that some thought, and then we will do that when I get back to camp. We got no water orb again. I'm going to be up to my nipples in Mizu bits before I get another water orb. I think I've gotten one, which is how I finished the duels. So all that stuff is going to get turned into spheres or ore for Archean weapons, I guess. $7.15. That's a pretty good time. With, I think, one insurance cart, it looks like. Could actually run that back again. I figured that would take a little bit longer. But let's do the redeem first. I had a recommendation I was gonna do, but it wasn't rock, so I gotta switch my ID here. Let me go pull up one of my playlists and see, so I can make sure and grab something good. And I'll go into the Discord channel, make sure I know what I've already suggested. It's been a while, so I'll redeem that one in a minute. Let's see. Could go back to the 80s. The last one I recommended was from the 90s. Let me take a look at my list. I know Red Dragon knows music pretty well. So let me see if I can find something that is a bit more off the radar. Red Dragon says, pick your third favorite song of Meatloaf. I think I only know like 2 of the big songs from Meatloaf. That's funny. Alright, I got one. I don't think this is super off the radar, but it was a fairly well-known song in the 80s. I'll do what I usually do for these. Let me go grab the YouTube video and I'll put it in the Discord channel if you want to watch like the music video for it. I don't even know what the music video for this one looks like. I just know the song. Okay, so this is from the actual band. Alright, your old man music recommendation is called Hold On Loosely by 38 Special. So let me put this in the Discord. And I'll put it in the chat too. That's a good song.
I heard from the others.
Okay, let's see if we can do one more at that speed.
Yes.
Ooh. No one's got any? Okay. Red Dragon has heard that one before. And you might have the album on vinyl. That's cool. There's a couple songs from 38 Special that I know. That's the one that popped up first. Could see if someone's doing Tempered Raid Owl. I don't actively need its parts for anything super important right now. So we finished that SNS. Let's Let's see, what are my investigations look like for Tempered Mizu? I've got a few. We could do the 6 reward, 5 diamond. Or we could do this 4 diamond one. This one's 5 reward. Yeah, you've talked about your vinyl collection that you've managed to accumulate, Red Dragon. That's cool. I'm assuming you have a record player that you can listen to them on. Oh, no player, so just a collection of them. I've heard those are a bit of an investment, but if you get like a really high fidelity record player, it's pretty good. I'm trying to think of which one I want to do. Let's do this one. It's only 5. It's not a huge investment if we manage to triple cart with a group of people.
Now commencing quest by order of the guild.
Oh, there you are. Right in the butt.
Nimble as a cat, fierce as a cat.
Yeah, that's right. You did show me your vinyls for Number of the Beast. That's pretty rad. Wow, how did that not hit me? Iron Maiden is pretty cool. I'm glad I got a chance to see him before they hung it up. Okay, we got Great Sword User coming in and the Lancer. Nice. And we got a Longsword User too. What's up, face? Yep. I think it's a neat touch that Mizu only goes Soul Seer when you break its face and scar its eyes. I hope they do something similar with the other returning monsters that had kind of special forms in the other games. Instead of making it a different, like, deviant species like Soul Seer, they just work its mechanics into the regular monster when they get injured or something. Ow. Oh, Maiden retired from Turing? That was probably their last major run that I saw a couple years back. Which is cool. Ooh. That was close. Final Frontier, huh? Have you seen him live before? When was that? Sit down. Oh, what? I think I got hit by the bubbles. Really bad. Ah, 2010, huh? Okay. Man, this guy's been doing it for a long time. I dodged in the wrong direction. Yeah, 40 plus years. Did you see that Ozzy Osbourne was recently inducted in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? I saw some bits from that. I think it happened somewhat recently. Jack Black was emceeing it. It's pretty cool. Listen to a decent amount of Ozzy's solo stuff and his stuff with Sabbath. Yeah, definitely one of the pioneers of metal. And he was there. He spoke to the crowd a little bit, and you can definitely tell Ozzy's getting up there. He's almost 80, like 76, I think. But he seems a lot older. I think that's probably because of the drugs. Oh, alright, it's limping. I think this group's got it more together than the last one. We did pretty decently fast last time. You ever listen to Priest? Red Dragon? There's another band I wouldn't mind seeing. Oh. Oh, they were in our insurance cart. Hey, nice. Tails off. Let's see. Good, well-known songs by Priest. You got Another Thing Coming. Electric Eye. Painkiller. I got a lot of pretty well-known songs if you're into metal. I'm sure you've heard more than at least a couple of Judas Priest songs. Rob Halford has a pretty distinct voice. He goes up there. Probably just thinks he's not dead. I think we're going to be a little bit over our time from last time. 7 minutes is pretty good. Yeah. Halford's known for having a pretty high voice. He doesn't sing that high in every song, but a lot of the big ones, especially a song like Painkiller. I think Electric Eye is probably my favorite song by Priest.
This thing's a trove of new data.
Alright, not bad.
Good boy.
Oh, I forgot to get the tail. No water orb again. That is disappointing. Getting more of the heavy spheres, though. That'll be good for maxing out armor sets. Alright, let me finish my smoothie here, and we'll get ready to wrap up. You should be sleeping, Red Dragon. Hey, 9 minutes. It's still not bad. Under 10 is respectable. Alright, let me check the map first, because I always forget to do that. Oh. Oh, there's another Tempered Mizu. That's actually a pretty good one. Seven reds, 5 diamond. Okay, it's better than the ones we've been running. Red Dragon says it's only 3 a.m. Yeah, you said you were going to sleep at 1:30. You've been up for over an hour and a half. Just listening to someone ramble while doing subpar Monster Hunter content. But I do appreciate you hanging out. Now let's go see who is online that we can raid. And I gotta go. I guess I have enough time to go exercise, and then I gotta go eat dinner and finish packing and the like. Let's see. I think Dirt's online. Haven't had a chance to raid him in a bit. Playing that bully. It's a funny game. Okay. We'll go ahead and head over there and see how the bullying is going. So let me go ahead and mute the game audio. And we'll go to outro. And we will call that a session for today. Pretty productive. Still got a lot of work to do in the late game of Monster Hunter Wilds. We will be back the week of the 2nd. I don't know what the schedule is going to be, but it will go up the Sunday before, and we'll probably be starting up something new that week. Maybe get back to drawing. We'll figure it out, but in the meantime, thanks again for hanging out, folks. Again, I'll be popping in and out of the Discord, so be on your best behavior as usual. But again, hope everyone has a good rest of your evening or day, and I will catch you in the next one. Now let's go see how Dirt's doing.